This is starting the Reflux FC, fail closed regulator monitor, and the Reflux FO worker regulator from scratch with no pressure and no set points on the regulator. First, you're going to notice that there is no inlet pressure on the regulator. There's also no outlet pressure on the regulator right now. And we have both pilot screws backed all the way out. What we're going to do first is initially put pressure on the regulator. The FC monitor will remain closed. We will then screw the pilot of the FO in almost all the way to open it up. We will first set the monitor. Once we set the monitor pressure, then we will lower the FO worker to its proper set point so it can control the system. So we're going to begin right now by turning inlet pressure on to the regulator. We slowly open the inlet valve and you will see the pressure start to build. We do this with the downstream valves now closed because we want to make sure that the monitor regulator is locked up and we don't leak any gas through the system. You'll hear the balancing piston engage on the monitor. That was what that ping was. That means the regulator is engaged and ready to operate. You'll notice that right now we have almost no pressure on the outlet of the system. We have 0.5 pounds. FC monitor is closed and the FO worker is closed. Okay, we're going to screw the worker regulator's pilot almost all the way in to fully engage the worker regulator. Once that's done, you'll notice that the indicator on the worker is all the way open. Now we are going to increase the set point on the monitor until monitor set point is reached. In this case, I'm going to set the monitor at 110 pounds, just as an example. You'll notice the pressure is starting to increase. And once I get close to the set point, I'm going to open the downstream bleed line and I'm going to start to vent a little gas off so we can actually control the pilot and set the pilot regulator more accurately. You'll see that we're at 98.1 pounds. We're going to bring the pressure up. And again, you may have to adjust the bleed to control the amount of pressure, amount of bleed going out of the regulator and control the pressure. You'll notice now that the pressure is 109. We're going to bring it down to roughly 100 pounds. You'll see the pilot is sensitive, so again, this is the initial setting for startup. Once you get the system in operation, you're going to make the final adjustment. You can see you can adjust it very finely until you hit the set point right on. Once I hit my set point on the monitor, roughly at 100 pounds, I'm going to start to back off on the worker regulator. I'm going to bring the worker set point in until the worker indicator begins to close and the worker set point takes over. And I'm going to set this at about around 95 pounds once it engages. There it goes. You'll see now that the visual indicator has gone closed. The balancing piston on the worker made that ping and is engaged. And the outlet pressures began to drop, as well as the monitor indicator is wide open right now. So the monitor is fully open, the worker is now engaged, and now we can make the final adjustment on the worker set point. Going to make it at 95 pounds. You see, you can get it almost right on the money, just with a little bit of bleed. Once we have the pressures adjusted, what I'm going to do is shut the bleed off, and our pressure is going to build to the monitor set point, which is 100 pounds, plus a percentage of lockup. In this case, it's going to be around 101, 102 pounds. And once we see that the system is stabilized and we're not building any pressure downstream, we know our regulators are locked up, not bleeding any gas forward, and everything is okay. And the station actually right now is able to be open the outlet valve and put the station into service.